Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is Mr. Bolzman. This is Art 1A class, and we are working on a calligraphy unit. Last time, what we did was we worked through these small alphabet letters, and I had you work on a worksheet, and they look like this, and we did them quite a few times just for practice. Today, what I'd like you to do is take the other sheet of these, all right, take the other one, and now we're going to practice these for real, and I'm going to take a grade on these. So all that you're going to need to do is each of these letters 5 times. You may do them more, but I'm just going to do them 5 times. As we're working through the letter forms here, I'm going to go more quickly. You can draw right along and write right along with me if you care to do that, and it would work really well. You can do this a couple different times if you would like, and that would be fine too. So, and at the end of this, what I'd like you to do is submit this for a grade for your Art 1A. So this is going to be the first grade that I'm taking in calligraphy for your small letters. Just looking for some practice and then 5 times. All right, so I'm going to not go in quite so tight this time as last time. Again, you could watch that calligraphy introductory video as many times as you would like, and you can practice right along with me there. And you can watch it 5 times if you want. I'll just keep talking the same way. And there's a lot of patience on YouTube. You can just watch the video over and over again. All right, so for today, again, you have a thick and a thin end on this calligraphy marker. When you hold it at a 45-degree angle like this, a 45, it will give you a little bit of a line that's at 45, like that. Again, a 45-degree angle heads up in this direction. So what I would like you to do is just do a little bit of warm up with this, where we're going to do some strokes, skinny, start at the top and pull them down. And it would be good if you would do a warm up and do quite a few of these coming across. With the letter forms, we're just going to do those 5 times. But with the warm up here, it's good to warm up first before you start. Again, this sheet right here is in Google Classroom. You can download it and copy it if you have a printer. If not, the other thing you can do is if you don't want to use up one of these sheets, you may put the white sheet over the top and you can see through it fairly well, and you can do it that way. Okay, so that's going to be the skinny lines. Here now for the thicker lines, pull down and to the right. Pull, 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 pull. These calligraphy markers were designed to be portable. They're really nice that way. You can take them with you. You don't have to be dipping them into the pen and ink like used to have to be done. All right, so I'm just going to get started with these with the A's. Let's go in just a little bit tighter. That looks pretty good. All right, with your A's, it's a 5-stroke letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I explained how to do this in yesterday's video on calligraphy introduction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you just need to do 5 of them. With the B, remember the B is going to start at an ascender and work down through the double solid. It's going to start backwards and angle like that. And then it's going to come up at an angle, up, down, over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, if you do 5 of them and you have 2 of them that aren't real great, just do 2 more. Do 5 good ones. If you have a couple that aren't working for you at all, just do a couple extra. I'd like to see 5 good ones. C is just a wax on move. Not all of mine are really perfect either. I've been doing calligraphy a long time. And the thing about calligraphy is that it doesn't have to be perfect because it's done by hand. If you wanted it perfect, you could go onto a computer and get a font and just type your stuff over and convert it. But this is done by hand with spacing and mistakes. And humans are broken people and we make mistakes, and that's part of the whole idea of art is that broken people are making things beautiful, but they're never going to be perfect. That's okay. The D, backwards, down, and angle it up. And then the top like a B or like an L. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your D. There's your D. E is a wax on, wax off, wax on, wax off, on, off, on, off. If you want to connect these together, put them just a little bit closer. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. I did an extra one there. That's okay. The F, looking for 5 good ones here. 1, 2, 3, cross, backwards, angle, backwards, cross, backwards, angle, backwards, cross. Get a little bit more room here. Backwards, angle, backwards, cross, backwards, angle, backwards, cross. Now I gave you the first one in the row so you can understand where the ascenders and descenders need to go. And that makes it a whole lot easier. The G, backwards, down, up, down, and over. It's just like the B, only upside down. 1, 2, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to keep the whole tip of that marker down on the page. Try not to just use the edge of it. Try not just to use the corner of it. See here, it's fat and skinny, fat and skinny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5 of them. All right. The H starts out like the F and then runs up like the B. Let's give you a little bit more room here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's the H. I. Let's come over here to the I. The I goes up, down, up, dot. 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 5 or 6. The J is up, down, over, dot. Up, down, over, dot. Up, down, over, dot. Up, down, over, dot. It's like the bottom part of the F. That's 5. The K starts out like the F again. It's that top move. And then kicks in, kicks out. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a 4-stroke letter. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's your K. Again, the L, we've been doing all along. It's just backwards, angle, kick it out. Backwards, angle, kick it out. Backwards, angle, kick it out. And once your hand starts figuring out what to do, your eye-hand coordination starts getting better, and you can start to do these without thinking about them so much. It takes a while. You have to practice them quite a few days. I had to practice these for many days until I felt confident to teach it. The M, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. There's your M. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. The M is a wider letter, so it's a little bit harder to fit it in there, but we'll keep working at it. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. One more. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Just squeezed it in before you got to the N. All right. Then the N. When you're looking at the N here, it's an up, down, up, down, up. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, up, down, up, down, up. There's your N. That's 5. We're just doing 5 for a grade. O. Wax on, wax off. 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 There's 5. P. Up, down, over, just like the J, and then bring it up from the base down here. Angle up, down, over. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 6-stroke letter. There's your P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's enough. The Q, again, is way down here at the bottom. With the Q, you have to be careful because the descender is going to go the other direction. 1, 2, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. It's a 5-stroke letter usually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's your Q. R, up, down, up, and it just stops again. It's just it just stops like you slam the brakes on. Up, down, up. The R is a funny little letter. Doesn't look like a whole lot on its own, but you put it in words and it's fine. QR. All right. Starting with the page 2, the S. Let's see if we can straighten this out a little bit. The S is mostly just get it between those double solid lines. Hold that marker at a 45-degree angle. Hold your marker at a 45. And swing it around, swing it around, swing it around. S, 5 of them. Please remember that the T does not go up to the ascender. The T only goes halfway up. It's only going to go this high. So the T is, again, not a real big letter. It just comes down, up, cross, down, up, cross. Down, up, cross. It does not go up to an ascender. It only goes about halfway. So you just eyeball it. When you're doing calligraphy, you just remember that the T doesn't go up that high. The U goes up, down, up, down, up. It's the opposite of an N, just upside down. Up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up. Up, down, up, down, up. One more. Up, down, up, down, up. There we go. V. I would like this video shorter than yesterday's. Yesterday's was quite long. We're at almost 15 minutes right now. So, up, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny, fat, skinny. There's your V. 5 of them. The W, I'll try to fit 5 of these in there. Might be a little tight. Let's go. Up, down, 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 down. Depending on which direction you're going, the line's going to be fat. So it's fat, skinny, fat, skinny. Fat, skinny, fat, skinny. There's 3. Fat, skinny, fat, skinny. I'm going to squeeze one more in there. Fat, skinny, fat, skinny. There's the W. X. I'm going to come over to the right, fat, right, left, skinny, left. 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 There's your X. The Y is going to go like this. Up, down, over. Let's see if we can get that a little straighter. Up, down, over. Up, down, up, just like the U, and then it's got a descender. Up, down, over. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. Up, down, over. There's 5 Ys. And then the Z is just zip, zip, zip. It goes right, zip, right. Right, zip, right. Right, zip, right. Right, zip, right. If you put a little pizzazz on there, it's a little bit of up and down, make that curve a little bit. It looks nicer. Sorry about that jump. All right. At the bottom, what I'd like you to do is just write the whole alphabet 3 times. You don't have to do this 5, just 3 times. That should give you enough room. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to get this on the screen so we can see the whole thing. And I'm going to write this out 3 times. So you can do this. This is going to be a graded assignment. You can do it right along with me is fine. I'm even kind of showing you how. I just want you to turn it in so I can see how you're doing. I want a sample of each person's so I can see how you're doing. All right, that's what the grade is for. All right, so I'm going to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, doing okay for spacing so far. Q. If you make a mistake in here, just make another letter and keep going. W, X, Y, and Z. And then you can just write this out 2 more times, all right, as you're working through it. And I'm going to pause this, and I think I can pause it. I don't see where. I'll just write it out twice more. Okay. So you can kind of see how long it takes. I'm going to go a little faster. Usually when I try to talk and do this, I make mistakes. I've misspelled my own name before in calligraphy because I'm concentrating on letter forms and not concentrating so much on what I'm writing. Okay, one more time. And as I do this, the whole idea with this is you want to try to get a nice flow. I'm going to do a couple red lines on here. A nice flow of your angles also coming down at an angle. And that's something that takes a while to do, is to try to work on your forms so that all your forms start looking uniform. To really learn calligraphy, to get very good at it, you have to practice it a lot. But once you know how, you can use it your whole life. It's a letter form that you can remember pretty easily. And I like to teach this to keep it alive. Calligraphy is kind of a lost art form, especially in the days of technology, computers, and all these different fonts on the computer. To do something by hand, a lot of people think is strange today. They think that, why would you do it by hand when the computer can do it for you? U, V, W. Squeeze this in here. But the reason why you do it by hand is because it's more human. And it's a little more humane. And it's a beautiful way to write notes to people and to say something. You can tell somebody that you care for them, you like them, you love them. In calligraphy, it makes it all the more. All right, so what I'd like you to do with this is to take a picture of both of these sheets. You can do one, then the other, or you could take a picture of both of them, side by side like this, if you would like. Let me get that under the screen. And then you could send that to me in Google Classroom. I'm going to make an assignment for this, and send it to me either Tuesday when you get done, or you could do it on Wednesday. So Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'll take a look at those and see. All right, I hope this is helpful, and hope you're doing well. Thank you very much.